This is what a woman in her 50s looks like. Take it in. This is me. Apparently it's trending on TikTok to show yourself at 50. So here we are. I think the better question is, what does it feel like to be in your 50s? Feel like, not look like. I have never felt more confident than I do now. And for me, confidence has nothing to do with looks. Confidence has to do with your self-acceptance. So how much you embrace all the versions of yourself, because I have versions of me that are cringy, dumpy, dorky, weird, but I love them all. I think the other thing that makes me more confident at this age is my experience. Just knowing that I've had so many experiences that help me make better decisions, that help me trust myself more. It's a really solid place to land. And the last thing that I think really plays into my confidence is my resilience. Once you've been through it, and at this age we have been through it. We've been through the darkest times. We've been through heartache. We've been through all kinds of trauma. We have wounds that we're still healing and working on, but we know above everything else that we can make it through. You just keep putting one foot in front of the other. You know that you're strong. You know that you're resilient. You're a badass bitch. And you're about to get through it. And that's it. You just do it. You know that you're going to keep on going despite anything that comes your way. So I think just that, I got like really aggressive there. Sorry. So share in the comments what makes you confident. How do you feel in your 50s or at 50 years old? Have you experienced this same shift that I have?
This is what I hear a lot. You're 50 and you still in a crop top and some jeans. Yes. So what I decided to do was try on different shoes with my outfit to show that you can dress it up or dress it down. Like, you need a good crop top and some jeans. My favorite Jimmy Choo and Uggs. Ooh, had them for years. You're gonna love this. Giving Pocahontas. Go a little sexy. These heels is a commitment for me because these heels right here, and since being 6 feet and heavy, it's a tremble in the thighs for me. But these are my zhush. These are so comfortable. Can't go wrong with a good thigh high. On me it's a knee high boots, but on you it might be a thigh high. But I mean, it's giving thigh action. It's from one of those cheap sites. I don't know about this. Is the cheap shoes for me. Like sneakers, I got you. Going for a quick Starbucks run. Can't do heels. Let's try some wedges. Do wedges, but the comfort on these are insane. You tell them 50, child. I'm running out of time, but I want to give you a real thigh high. A knee high, but it's a flat knee high and very comfortable. But you will catch me at any time of the day, my fluffy slippers.
So this is 50, menopausal 50, as a Chinese medicine practitioner who still needs to get in the shower and therefore has no makeup on, no filter on, and barely any moisturizer on. I haven't done my full routine yet. I don't do Botox, I don't do filler, and I never will. I haven't done laser yet either, just haven't felt the need for it yet. And I live and breathe Chinese medicine all day, every day, all the way. I don't drink, and I never drink iced beverages or eat cold foods. I also hydrate, smarter, not harder, like it's my job. Because at 50, it is our job to hydrate really, really well. Always, inside and out.
Okay, I'm jumping on the what does 50 look like trend. I am 52 years old. I'll be 53 in September. Now my eye is agitated right now, so I don't have on any eye makeup. But I do have on like some foundation and some eyebrows and some lipstick, but no filters.
This is the new trend. This is what 50 looks like. My name is Marnie. I'm 54 years old. I'll be 55 this fall. I have 3 grown, beautiful kids, and well, this is the new 50.
All right, I'll jump on the trend. I'll bite. What's 50 look like with no filters? This is what 50 looks like with no filters. But why didn't anyone say that when you turned 50, you could still get zits? I feel like that's false information. I thought that was something that we could outgrow. But no. You can still get zits at 50. Good shit. Cheers to 50.
So this trend I am loving. What does 50 look like? 50 looks like whatever you want it to look like. It's about not apologizing for who you are. If I want to wear distressed denim shorts that a 25-year-old will wear, I can wear them. I don't care. I don't have to apologize. And neither do you, sis. If someone wants to have naturally gray hair and let it grow and be beautiful and never get it colored, that's amazing. Women empowering women on wherever they are in their 50s is where we are. It's not like it used to be where we live in this box. We can be as free-spirited as we want. We can go get the things done. We cannot go get the things done. We can live our best life. I think a lot of it is about just us empowering each other to embrace who we are and be able to be who we are, where we are, when we are, and not have to worry about the opinion of others. So this is what 50 looks like. Have a good day.
So apparently the new trend is what does 50 look like? Well, this is what 50 looks like, for me anyway. I'll be 56 in a few weeks, so be kind, please. But cheers to the best years of our life.
Okay, so we're getting on the what 50 looks like. I am 54, turned 54 in April, so this is what 54 looks like.
The 50-year-old challenge. I'm 57, almost 58, and this is what I look like. Keep moving forward.
So I just saw that it's trending on TikTok to show what does 50 years old look like. I'm 50, I just turned 50 last month, and it feels great. I just don't think there's a standard for what 50 looks like anymore because things have really changed. So just wanted to show you that this is me at 50 and this is what 50 looks like to me.
So apparently there's a trend going on what 50-year-olds look like. I want to see what you look like at 50, but with no filter. This is me at 51 with no filter.
Lord, are we really still doing the what does 50 look like trend? This is July. That was so May. Anyway, you kids want to know what 50 looks like? It looks like shit. It also feels like shit. Okay? You're going to have dark circles around your eyes all the time for no fucking reason. Your teeth are going to be jacked up for the most part because they've been around for 5 decades. You're going to get this like vagina neck or turkey neck or something because your skin elasticity is gone. Look. Gone. Right? Mentally, you're still going to be a teenager. The motor doesn't match the car anymore. Or is that just Gen X? Because I know that Gen X is mainly a bunch of kids running around the playground. But you kids in your 20s that are getting the Botox and the fillers, stop it right now. You stop that. Because you're going to look like shit. Oh my God. I've seen some of you in your late 20s, early 30s. And I'm just like, nah, that bitch is older than me. And you're 25? Shut the front door. Honey, stop it. Okay? Moisturize everything. Moisturize all your skin. Moisturize your neck. Ah! Can you imagine looking worse than Gen X, bitch? Because that's where you're headed. You're gonna look worse than this. Have fun with that.
And this is what 50 looks like. I decided to hop on this trend. I actually will be 49 in October, which means that I'll be 50 next year. But I wanted to hop on this trend.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and say it because some of y'all are just straight ratchet. And I'm talking about my youngins here. Not all of them, but when I say youngins, that's anybody under the age of 30. Because I'm 53, so under 30 is a youngin, all right? I am so disgusted with some of these comments that I'm seeing on that trend where they want women over the age of 50 to show their face with no filter, no makeup. I have no filter, no makeup. Well, I have some like old ass mascara from yesterday. I do have some boob sweat if you want to see that. I'm sweating right now anyway. But some of the comments are just not it because y'all are defining beauty by their wrinkles. First of all, aging is a privilege. Not everybody makes it to the beautiful ages of 50, 60, and 70. All right. I am damn lucky that I'm 53 years old. And I'm a Gen Xer, so y'all know what I mean. Like half of us are lucky we made it through the 80s. Like we were some feral ass kids. All right. We were pretty much left to our own devices doing some sketchy shit. But I look at every single wrinkle on my face as an experience that I went through. Like these 11 lines that I have right here. That's me always thinking or trying to do something. These lines I hear, and these are my smile lines. I am so happy to have smile lines because that means that I led a happy life. I am privileged to be where I am today at age 53, retired with my husband. I have a beautiful family. I have kids that I absolutely adore, grandkids that I just can't get enough of, and a life that I'm happy to be living. And it's like, instead of tearing these women down, because not everybody gets the privilege of being able to have a multitude of money to be able to have all the best skincare. We've all lived different lives and we live in different environments. Yes, do some of the women look like they should be in their 60s instead of 50s? Probably. But who the fuck cares? Are they happy? How about instead of tearing them down for their looks, ask them what they went through in life. You might actually learn something, right? And I just look at it like I cannot believe people will be so nasty to a stranger on the internet and a person that they could probably learn a little something from. Because one day, if you're lucky, you will also be in your 50s and 60s. And one thing that I will tell you about beauty, anybody can get plastic surgery on their face. Anybody can have the best skincare and maybe diminish some of these lines. But you know what you can't change? You can't change an ugly personality. And people can see that brighter than any wrinkle that you will ever show on my face. So just remember that.
Yes, girl, I've seen it. And I will be 50 next month. See, the thing is, us white people missed the lotion orientation. We never got the memo that we're supposed to lotion up every day, our whole body. So we wrinkle a lot quicker. Like they say black don't crack, and that's why, because of the lotion. Now, since I've been 23, I was an esthetician and an RN, so I always took care of my skin. I have no filter on, I have no makeup on. I literally just woke up, haven't washed my face or even brushed my teeth yet. But I just saw this video of this black woman, and she is right. Women, I know, like, we miss the lotion orientation, and it's just not fair. But you look amazing, amazing. Most black women don't look their age. Yeah. I think I look a little under my age because I take care of my skin, but the neck, it gives it away. I'll be 50 next month.
I wanted to jump on the trend of the 50-year-old sharing their, this is me, 54, no filters. I usually use a filter because I have posted without filters, and I get very, very rude and negative comments because people don't know me and they don't understand. You guys see a very small glimpse of my life, and people can be very hateful. Yeah, I don't have teeth. I lost my teeth after I lost my thyroid and had radical neck surgery for cancer. And I had to go through radiation and stuff, and my teeth all broke off, and after spending years and thousands of dollars, it just wasn't worth it anymore, so I lost all my teeth. So, this is me, 54, unfiltered. I want to build each other up, not tear each other down. You know, we all are facing a battle that we know nothing about. Be kind, spread love, and cheer. Have a great day.
Black women, stay out of it. Stay out of the "this is what 50 looks like" challenge. It's not for us, guys, okay? Let's let the other people have it. And while we're at it, make sure you're using your Black Girl sunscreen, because we see what happens when you don't use it.
So I guess the new question on TikTok is, what does a woman in her 50s look like? Or what does a 50-year-old woman look like? And I wanted to make a video because I am a part of that club. Actually, I turned 51 at the end of last month. And my answer to that question is nobody knows. Everybody ages so differently. There are so many components to aging. And we also are in the thick of reality show, influencer, celebrity culture, where everybody's getting a bunch of work done and nobody actually knows what they looked like to begin with. So it makes things a little hard for us regular people to know what to expect from the aging process. I wanted to weigh in a little bit on the fact that being 50 feels a lot different than I thought it would. When I was a lot younger, I thought 50 was going to have me feeling ready for the retirement home. I am ready to retire. I'm exhausted. I need a break, but I'm not ready for a retirement home. And I also wanted to talk about how, well, actually this started in my 40s. In my 40s is when I finally started being really comfortable with being honest and open and unabashedly proud of being my age. I worked in the modeling industry for 15 years and always looked younger than my age. So I was always told to cheat my age down. Tell them you're 10 years younger. And I did. And it kind of created a complex to where I wasn't ever really confident in saying, this is my real age, because I knew if I did, it would cost me work and cost me money. Fun fact, everyone in the industry lies about their age. One of my clients in Italy, in Milan, got invited to Kate Moss's 21st birthday 3 years in a row. So when I hit my 40s and completely retired from the industry, I just decided, what the heck, just start talking about your age, embrace your age. I started sharing about my skincare. I have a long form video channel and a blog, and I just started sharing about all the things that I do to age naturally, because that's another thing. Sorry, I'm out of breath. One of the things I do to maintain myself is to go on long walks every day. I decided to not do Botox fillers or any other kind of procedures, not just as a challenge to age naturally and gracefully, but also because I have an 18-year-old daughter, and I think the pressure on young women now to worry about anti-aging is insane. So I wanted her just to see that you can age gracefully and naturally. And it's another reason I think we Gen Xers are aging well, is because we didn't worry about aging. And I think the more you worry about something, the more that accelerates that something that you don't want. A few other reasons that perhaps I have aged okay. I'm not gonna lie, 70% genetics for sure, if not more. My mom is from Cuba, and all of the women on, sorry for the traffic, on my mom's side of the family age slowly or look a lot younger than they are. So there's always that advantage. But aside from that, so I'd say the other 30% is just making really good lifestyle choices consistently. Sorry about that again. And I also inadvertently was taking care of my skin when I was younger I didn't start doing any skincare until I was in my 40s, and I also never wore sunscreen. And I'm not saying that that's a good thing, but I just didn't. And I grew up on the beaches of LA and Miami. But again, I think all the other things helped with the aging process. So like I never wore makeup. I still rarely do. The only times I wore makeup was when I was modeling for, when I was on set. And your skin is like a sponge. It absorbs so many things. So I think if you start wearing a lot of makeup early on, that doesn't help. Never smoked. Stay active every day. What else? Mindset, again, not worrying about aging. Trying to surround yourself with positive people whenever possible. Trying not to take on that misery loves company energy from folks whenever you can get away from it. And doing things that make you feel good, even if it's just dancing around in your living room, listening to the music of your youth, which is what I talked about yesterday. So I think all of those things really, really help. When it comes to skincare, again, I didn't start until my 40s, and I finally have like perfected my skincare routine and products that work really well for me. And I just stick with that. And I drink a lot of water. But that's pretty much it. What does a woman in her 50s look like? What does a 50-year-old woman look like? I don't think we'll ever really know.
So all of these women doing these what does 50 look like trend. Let me show you what 50 freaking looks like. I got home from work. I'm freaking tired. I've got a glass of wine. I'm sitting by the pool. I've got my tankini on because I'm just hiding the fat. I've got a moon face. I don't have a profile anymore. I just throw my hair up like this. Like, I don't want to blow dry it in the morning. It just takes way too much time. Bird watch. Like, where's the bird? So yeah, this is what freaking 50 looks like. I'm never going to pay off my mortgage. And yeah, I ordered DoorDash. So yeah, that's pretty much life of a 50-year-old. We look like all the rest of you look beautiful. Like just stop. You're depressing me. Wait till you see these flowers. Wait, so this is my dead, well, it's not dead, but I'm growing a zucchini, but like, look at these wildflowers. Like, everything was like overgrowing in the garden, and I was like, we don't want to plant anything back here. And I'm like, okay, let's do this. And like, how pretty. All my teenagers crap that they still leave out that they want me to freaking clean.
And this is what 50 looks like. Well, I'll be 52 in August, but this is what 50 looks like. Ah! Unstable balance.
This is what 50 looks like. Well, not really. I have 17 years to that. I'm 67. But for all of you 50-year-olds who are looking at this and who are all thinking, oh, you look good. This is what 50 looks like, blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you something, you 50-year-olds. These are a couple things you need to think about and do. Number one, strength train. Strength train like you mean it. Pilates is fun, and it's great for that lean look. But even better is keeping your bones. At 65, you will have a DEXA scan, and they will tell you what your bones look like. You want to hear them say, you have the bones of a 30-year-old. Number two, the other thing that you want to do is that you want to get to bed at a decent hour. I'm not talking about just getting 8 hours sleep. I'm talking about going to bed before 10 p.m. There's this thing called the circadian clock, and it's in everyone's body. Did you know from 10 p.m. till about 2 a.m., your body is doing a lot of things to correct, heal, and take out the trash? And if you've been snacking all night, your body can't do that because it needs to work on digestion. If you're staying up till midnight, you're cutting 2 hours off of all that corrective healing stuff that goes on inside of your body. So let me make a suggestion. Start thinking you are someone who goes to bed early. When you keep saying and reinforcing I am a night owl stuff, it's just garbage. It's not true. It's just that's your habit, okay? And the very last thing is trust your gut. Trust your intuition, trust your wisdom, be a woman of your word, and be the kind of woman who will speak up for injustice for other women. Be the kind of women who will not say no and mean yes, and will not say yes and mean no. Let your no be no and your yes be yes. Be a woman of your word. So, you 50-year-olds, I know you're concerned with what you look like. I get it. I am too at 67, but I've well past 50. And at 67, I would say, if I could talk to my 50-year-old self, I would tell her all the things I just told you. So get on top of that. It's great to look great, but it's also great to feel great and to take good care of what's inside. Do that.
Not 50, not 51, not 52, not 53, not even 54, not 55, not 56, not 57, not 58 either, but 59. This is what 59 looks like, y'all.
Okay, so there's a thing right now about what 50 looks like. This is what 50 looks like.
50 is forehead wrinkles. 50 is crow's feet from lots of smiling. 50 is a lot of sunspots from fabulous vacations. It is a lot of wrinkled lips from lots of smooching, of course. Here's the thing, 50 is not what you look like. 50, the hidden gem of 50, is what you feel like. I'm telling you, 50 feels phenomenal.
So there's a challenge going around of what 50 looks like. I just turned 50 in November. I'll be 51 in November, obviously. So yeah, this is what it looks like for me.
Wow, welcome to Global Gist with BJ, right? So that's a TikTok trend on how people look like when they're 50 years. And to be honest, I'm not even going to come and tell you, oh, the white race or the, black race look fine now. What I saw in those videos is that they all look good at 50, to be honest. It just depends on how you take care of yourself. It depends on the things you eat, basically, and how you rest, how you take time to rest, and probably the way you actually, maybe your use of skincare and all of that. So I learned a lot. I learned a lot from those people. I'm going to be 50 in 18 years time. Yeah, well, look at how I'm looking. So I think I need to go and up my game, right? I have to lose some weight. First of all, I just realized that being fat could make you even look older than 60 when you're in your 30s. God. So me looking at those women, I'm like, God, I have to go and do something about my body. And I feel really bad. You guys, they all look good. But the white and the black, they're all beautiful at 50. Forget it. What do you guys think? I'm thinking of going for a surgery or something, right? Some kind of cosmetic surgery will do, maybe a gastric sleeve and all of that. If you want to support me on that, please just let me know. I want somebody that will support me financially. I want to go and do gastric sleeve, guys. I want to go and do it. I want to look good at 50 because all these women look good. You see that hot woman, the tall hot one that is 50? Come on, look how she looks, you guys. I have to go and do something. Please support me. I want to look good at 50. You guys, what do you think? How do you look? Are you up to 50? I want to see it in the comment section. Who among these ladies do you think rocks 50 perfectly well? Right? I think I'll stop here. If you know you've not subscribed to my channel, please kindly do that. Right? Like, share, and then come back for more. We'll have a lot of fun on this page. Do not forget to ask me, oh, Blessing, how do we help you look good at 50? I can't wait to see your support. Yeah, see you on the next one.